All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fourever Rivals. Lucky Jack, always the first one on. How are you, buddy? How we going, guys? How's the week been for the Fourever Rivals?
Good evening.
How are we, boys?
A bit frisky, isn't it? A bit frisky this week, mate. Bloody cold out there.
Nwagga Frischka, mate. I'll tell you that much, mate. In the mornings, man, it's fucking cold, all right. What time do you get up now, Quinny? You get up midday.
Yeah, I can sleep in these days, mate. It's a sleep in for me. I'm getting up at about 7, which is beautiful for me. I'm loving life.
I haven't had any sleep, mate. Stayed up all night watching the cricket.
Yes.
And then went to work, so don't tell anyone. But yeah, so that was a big night for the Australians. All you pommy people out there, get stuffed. How does that sound to you? All right, fuck it.
I thought you said they were playing India. Last time we spoke, you said they were playing What was that different match?
India is gone.
Oh, right, okay.
India was for the world champions. This is the Ashes, mate. What is wrong with you, mate? Are you Australian or what, mate?
The Ashes.
Look, you don't know that Australia and England are playing in the Ashes, for crying out loud.
Even though
are they playing? Are they playing at Lords?
England be competitive, because these days with tests going out there, people are not really interested at the moment. So it was a really good 5-day test game. Just to bring all these, it was good to see. It was a bit of a competitive type game, as opposed to these days the test get pretty boring.
One of the best fucking games, one of the best matches I've ever seen. Deary me, Manny, of course. We got something special for Manny soon.
Well, you're telling me test match. You fall asleep with a test match. I think one day is my style. I like the one days, but that's me.
That just shows everything about you, mate. When you say that one day is the way to go, I
like the one days.
They're shit.
One days
I
like.
I don't even watch one days anymore. That's how bad they are. They don't mean anything. They don't do anything. The 2020s for the millenniums, they're all shit, mate. Watching just everyone smash around. You might as well go and watch indoor cricket. No, test is where it's at, mate. I'm telling you, that was the best test match. That's probably far out. Who knows when, man? When Cummins came far out, 2 wickets to go to score 75 runs to win the game with an over, 8 balls to go. Fantastic, man. It was unbelievable. So
there you go.
Good on you, Aussies.
Fantastic.
Out of West Indies.
Fantastic. Exactly. Welcome to the cricket show, everyone. The Fourever Rivals. Let's talk about footy, man. Don't worry about cricket.
Cricket's a big thing, mate. I'm telling you, it was all over the news. What are you talking about? Everybody like, subscribe, share, become a member of the Jumper Punch. Everyone, just get onto the link and you get on there. All right.
I take it Quinn and Mark are both they've both subscribed. And I bet you they're taking advantage of our great sponsor at Snitch. Now with the special they've got on the Schnuggets. What's going on, boys?
I did check just before the thing, and no, they haven't been a member yet. So tight asses 1 and 2 at the bottom.
I'll wait for Queen first.
The wait is finally over, because now they crumb in pieces. Introducing the new star, the Snuggets. For $7.50 a pack. Now, if you are a member, that $7.50 becomes $5.62 a pack. How can you go wrong? $5.62. And just remember, this isn't any fucking lips and arseholes that they put in the other nuggets, the stuff, the toes they find on the ground. This is real breast chicken, guys. So get out there and do it. Perfect. All right, let's get straight into this. We got some topics to talk about. Let's go. Let's do it. What are we going to do today? Does anyone know?
I reckon Mark's probably got something on his mind.
No, I haven't got anything on my mind.
You've got plenty on your
We've
mind,
had the bye
mate.
this week,
I'm telling
mate.
you
I've
what
got
you got
nothing
on your mind. Straight up. Let's do it. During the week this come out, let's have a bit of a read. Yes, the Football Club is considering whether the wartime logo is the best representation of the Shithouse Club. This is your club, Mark. What do you reckon?
There's nothing really to talk about, really, to be quite honest. It's always going to be the Bombers, and they're always going to have that aircraft, mate. So that logo is there. It's going to sit there, and it won't go anywhere. It's all media. It's all been blown up. But, I guess they can tweak a little bit with the modernisation of the society these days. Everything's got to be a bit more modernised. But nothing's going to change. It's just blown out all into proportion. Come on, guys. Think about it. Essendon, the Bombers, what are you going to call them? The Gliders?
Oh, you can probably call yourselves the Bongers. How about the Bongers?
Sorry?
Maybe have a big bong on the side there.
Anyone got any ideas? Send them through for the new name for the Bombers. If anyone's got any ideas, we can get them through. But listen, I don't think the name will change. But it's all about.
What's the big deal?
Well, we didn't make it a big
logo.
deal. You're the ones who had the internal fucking investigation. You're the ones who paid someone hundreds of thousands of dollars to have this research and then come out. And now you're saying it's the media. It's got nothing to do with the media. You blokes did it. You blokes, you went to all the fans, all your sponsors. You went to all of them.
All the members. We've done the right thing, like other supporters and clubs. They go straight to the members. And they just put it out there and just to make them aware that this may be a change, but it's not guaranteed. So just let it go.
In actual fact, they didn't say it may be a change. What they said was the recommendation was by most people that it wasn't representative of the nowadays, and they would like to change it. That's what came out of it, man.
Yeah, well, of course, speculation on that, but really, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So whether you guys
the drug injectors,
whether you got other opinions towards that, but it'll always be the Essendon Bombers. They'll have the sash there. They might alter the actual bomber plane there a little bit, but to modernise it, maybe look a little bit more fancy towards the young supporters out there. But it's not going to change. And if they do change, it's going to be a massive uproar. But I'm pretty confident it won't change.
So why are they doing it? Is this because Essendon's lacking media attention? Is it because they
possibly?
Why are they doing it for? It just doesn't make sense.
It's not about what they're doing. It's about the media bringing it out. So
what do you mean the media bring it out?
You keep saying the media. The media just report what was. They did a bloody report, Mark. It's got nothing to do with the media. The media blow it out. The Football Club have decided that emblem of the bomber, right? What they're saying is that emblem of the bomber.
Yeah.
Well, that shit emblem that you got of the bomber, right? Yeah. That one there, they're saying it's because it's wartime and that. It's the woke world, mate. It's the way it is now, yeah?
Yeah. We obviously got to be a little bit careful about that at this stage, but
I don't. To tell you the truth, mate,
it's a bomber. It's a plane. It's a plane.
I reckon it's a load of crap, man. If people are taking offence over a plane, like, let's be serious. There have been wars in the past. It's not like there's never been a war. They are the bombers. What are you going to do? You're going to be called the bombers, and what picture are you going to have? Like, what's a bomber? Like, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Hey, wait a sec. We've got some feedback. Let's have a look. We've got some. Here we go. We got one here. We could have that one there if you want.
Yeah, that might work.
Love it.
I reckon I'm with you, Mark. I'm stirring you up. I reckon it's a load of crap, man. When people start getting involved with all this stuff, they're trying to make the few happy. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Instead of having a bomber plane, why don't we put like a commercial airliner or something, type of flight you get from Melbourne to Queensland, something like that? A bit more PG. keep the plane, but just take away the bombs.
Well, there's no
Very
bombs on the
cool.
plane anyway. It's
The
just
plane
it's
logo
just a
is an
bomber.
issue. Western society is a joke. That's exactly right, man. It's
Yeah.
just about keeping
Oh, no.
the few happy. That's all it is, man. So,
Well, hang on.
but,
Can you remove the logo, but you still call yourself the Bombers? I mean, you look at the Melbourne Footy Club, they removed the Demons and they just call themselves now the Melbourne Football Club. They've just got that. Maybe that's what they're looking at.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, they used to say Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now it's become all fancy KFC. I mean, this is the way things are becoming. I don't know. It's you can still be called the Bombers, but you just maybe remove the what looks, I don't know,
The plane.
get rid of the plane.
The demons. I can understand with the demons because it's not appealing to the generation of today. So imagine having a demon. I can understand where Melbourne went to that, but
What do
a
you
bomber
mean?
it's a well.
What do you mean? We've been represented by demons. Look at the Premier of this state. He's the biggest demon of them all. Are you serious? Come on, mate. There's demons everywhere. You can't change history.
Well, then why did they change it from the demons to that?
Cannabis. Oh, there you go. So you could maybe do something. Well, it's always comes down to the drugs with you guys. That's different, Manny, with the demons and that. The problem with this, it's not about if they just wanted to remove the bomber, right, and make it like a new emblem, no one would have batted an eye, right? Because everyone does it, like you said. The problem is they announced that the bomber is a problem. That's the issue. The issue is they're trying to keep the minority happy because they're offended by this plane. It's not about if they had just removed it. Would you have thought anything? You go, oh yeah, there's a new emblem. That big deal, You're still the Bombers. It's about what's next. What's next? What if they get offended about the magpie? Because the magpie is a prick of a bird. What if they go, oh, you know what? This magpie, we don't know. It's a bit of a prick. Let's call ourselves. We won't be associated with magpies anymore. Like, where does it end? Where does it end with these people? Like, it's a football club, for crying out loud. What?
Maybe the Essendon Jets.
Yeah, but but they're not. They're not the Essendon Jets. They're the Essendon Bombers.
Hey, I know that. But you know what the problem is? You're getting all these new age sensitive people that are coming into these clubs. They want to change everything. Okay.
Oh, we'll call them the Collingwood Sparrows.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. I don't know why you call them a Sparrow.
Or the Richmond. What are they? Richmond Tigers, aren't they? Richmond.
Call them Badgers. The Richmond Badgers.
Richmond Foxes.
Well, everyone's getting offended over everything these days, and that's the problem. Now, like you said, what if they take away the plane? What's next? And then they'll go the word. Oh, what does the word mean? The word associates with bombers. We don't want that now. You know what I mean? Like it'll never bloody end. They've got to make a stand and say they shouldn't have even. Essendon should not have even done this.
Not at this time. Not at this
worries, time. Like what is that? What we're worrying about now? Because we're all doing it. All the clubs are doing it. You have to keep every part of society happy these days, don't you? Or else. Yeah. And this is the issue.
Mark, how would you be if they went back to the logo you used last year? The 150 anniversary logo. If they used that, but they didn't say anything, they just changed it back to that permanently.
Yeah, the one
they did last year for the 150 years. It was that really old school logo. It just said like EFC, had the red and black.
Yeah.
But if they just done that, Quinn, no one would have said anything.
That's what I mean. They did that, but they don't say anything. Would you have had an issue with that, or was it more the fact? Yeah, is it definitely?
No, I probably wouldn't know because it's still got that bomber kind of aspect to it. But I've got a funny idea that all they're trying to do is just modernise that plane, the bomber, to make it a little bit more simplified.
I think they want to take it away, man. They want to take away that picture.
Well, they won't take it away.
Add some colours to it, man. Add a few of those rainbow colours. You'll be good as gold, mate. Everybody will love you afterwards.
Hey, someone else has sent another one. Maybe we can use this one, man. This one's a good one.
Yeah. Why not? I'm the Bullets.
They're not bullets, man. They're not bullets.
Well,
they're not bullets.
what are they?
They're either syringes or they're condoms. So you're either drugged up or you're upped up.
Is this true, Manny? You're a bloody soccer person. They removed the ethnic names from soccer clubs.
Yeah, they got rid of them.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? And that was a good thing because, you had certain clubs for many, many years that had a lot of history behind them and a lot of ethnicity behind them. But the problem is you gotta change with the times. And Northgate, for example, used to be a suburb that had a lot of Greeks. And you had a soccer club that was mainly Greek, and now you get a lot of different people coming into a suburb, and you've got to work with the culture. You've got to work with everyone. So we live in Australia, so we have to. We're not taking away our culture, but we have to try and change slightly.
But they are in a way, Manny, because it starts with one little small thing, and then they remove something else, and then they got to keep them happy. You know what I mean? What's wrong? What's wrong with tradition? Just keep it, mate. No,
that's right. The colours are still the same. The colours still stay the same. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, I don't know where Essendon Football Club is based these days, but the only club that's based in its own suburb is really Richmond. I mean, Collingwood trains down where Swan Street is. Carlton, they're in Royal Parade there. That's not even Carlton. Is it Carlton? I don't think it's Carlton.
Oh my God, you're an idiot, Manny. Royal Parade isn't Carlton.
I don't know. Is it? I think you might be. I think you might be not slightly part of Brunswick. I'm not sure. We might have to look at the demographics there again. I'm not sure. I'm only guessing.
Yeah, keep digging a hole, man. It's in the fucking heart of Carlton. All right, whatever.
The heart of
you
Carlton.
You don't even know your places in Melbourne.
Hey, listen. The heart of Carlton is Lygon Street. Okay, that's the heart of Carlton.
Hey, listen. I was going to save this for later, but Manny, you come up with such beauties, man. So what we've done is I've had people send me stuff about you, so I've had to make something up for you. So we've got a new segment, and this one's called Mannyrisms. This is the stuff that Manny does. So we're going to put the bit about he thinks that Princess Park isn't in Carlton. So if anyone wants to add to him, so we just got a few here. Let's go through them. Doesn't have a membership. Lied about having a membership. Told us his membership was in the car. Says he gives his memberships to a friend. Tried to pass off someone else's membership as his own. Still doesn't have a membership. Couldn't name his backman. Couldn't name his wingman. Didn't know where his coach played. Didn't know who his team was playing. Didn't know where they were playing. Hasn't been to a game. Doesn't go when it's raining. And says football's better on TV. And I'll add to that, thinks Carlton's in Brunswick. So we're going to, if everyone could just send in their Mannyrisms. We just added the new one there. I couldn't think of all of them, but every week I reckon we'll get one at least every week.
And he thought that Australia played India last.
Yeah. I've got to write these ones down. Australia, India.
Well, look,
Carlton in Brunswick.
I have to admit, that I didn't know about the Australia playing for the Ashes. I don't keep up to date with
in this segment, the Manny's and Zingers. Yeah, we could try to get a sponsor from KFC. Manny Zingers. Oh, what about this one? We forgot about this one. The Westerfield.
Yes. Oh, yeah, well done, Eduardo. Very good.
We love the
Eduardo never lets me down. He's always keeping me on my toes.
He'll be back in a couple of weeks too, Manny, Westerfield.
Well, look, I'm going to say...
I reckon this segment's a winner. Get the Malways out, Manny. Yeah, Carlton's in Brunswick. I love it. That's the best one. Beat me to the mark. Proudly sponsored. He thought that Australia was playing India during the Ashes. Yeah, this isn't good, Manny.
No. I didn't know the Ashes.
You might have to do a couple of sheets because I don't reckon we could fit everyone on there. But anyway...
You're missing the point. What I'm saying is, I didn't know that the Ashes had started.
Yeah, I know. That's bad enough. Everybody's been talking
really.
about it. Everybody for the last 5 days, everyone's been talking about the Ashes.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've been too busy watching the Euro. Sorry to say, I've been watching the Euro.
The Euro what?
Well, there you go, you banana. The Euro qualifiers for the Euro 2024.
The females, soccer.
Soccer. You say that football. Why do you think they start browsing soccer? Because it's that fucking boring, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Left passes to right, right passes to centre, centre passes to right, right passes to back,
back
passes to centre.
It's disappointing coming from an Italian because football is huge in Italy, my friend. Huge.
Yeah, huge in Europe.
It might be because something's huge, it doesn't mean that it's good.
Well, it's the world game. Let's not talk about
it. Only because, if
we're talking about
footy
football,
was the world game, it'll shit all over that boring game you play. The only time I watch it is when it's the World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to get a bit of a buzz.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Anyway,
let me tell you.
Anyway, let's move on.
Collingwood didn't play this week, and it was a long week. It was a long week.
For you.
It wasn't long enough.
For us, it was fucking sick, man.
It was a long week. A long week for us. Now you guys won't be playing this week, so it'll be
anyway. Before we go on to that, just because you don't come on and you don't do any work, so you don't know what we're about to do. So anyway, we'll start with this. And I thought that this week what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll find the marks of the week and we'll see. We'll vote on them. How's that sound? Let's start with the first one.
From net 5, he's always been able to do it. And it's great that he still can.
What'd you think of the Nat Fife one?
Nothing better than watching Fife at full flight. It's we haven't seen it in a while. He's been injured, but it's been good. It's good to see him leap again. It's I love watching Fife.
That was a nice leap, man. It's nice when they get up like that. Let's have a look at the next one. The next one was Cody Waitman. Do you remember this one?
Let's have a look at it. Number 50, and he's smiling about it like it's the under 12s, and that's good for the game.
How was that one there?
Big cocky.
He gave a little bit of a back. He gave a full boot, and then he gave a nice smile. A nice smile. Well, the last one here that I've got is the Cam Rayner. Let's have a look at this one.
In game number 100, huge big clock for Cam Rayner.
You could see him come from a long way back then.
Yeah, that's a good mark. That's a gutsy mark. Jeez. That is a gutsy mark. The rest of them, they're average marks, but that one's a good mark.
3 people deep.
I think Cam Rayner was probably one of the best marks there. Just the way he rode and just controlled it. I think it was a bit wet that night too. So fantastic mark.
Quinny?
I think my favourite was the Cody Waitman one. Nat Fife would have taken it if it was one clean grab, but he did the double take. So for me, it was Cody.
Yeah, they were all good marks, man. The Fife one was good, but I'll probably go with the boys there. And I think that the Cam Rayner one was the one. What do you reckon? What are the people? Oh, they're just writing spectacular, not bad, good mark.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Right foot in the back. Ouch, yeah, that would hurt, man. That would hurt. All right, let's go into now. I reckon the goals of the week. I got 3 goals for you.
Ooh.
Let's start with this one here. Oh, this is an ex-Carlton player. I don't know
how he has threaded that through. There was pushing and shoving going on all around him, and he said, well, I'll just focus on the ball.
Fitnet can't believe it.
They're going to ball it up. Okay, I'll just focus on the ball. He's been able to snap from the tightest of angles. That's a great goal.
Casbolt, straight through, man. No one fucking kicks it from the boundary. Casbolt's known to do that, man. He'll pull one out of his ass, man. So that was a good one.
He was how long was he at Carlton for? He was a great player.
Well, fuck. If you say he was a great player, what does that make Chris Judd? He wasn't a great player. He was a serviceable player.
Chris Judd will go. Chris Judd is up there, mate, with one of the best.
I don't like using those words, great plays. He was a serviceable player. He played, I'd say, 10 years. He notched up 150 games, so he was a decent player. Yeah. But I used to call him the cockroach.
Cockroach, okay.
Blake, you couldn't kill him, mate. You couldn't kill him. He used to get in every week, mate, and he's doing it for the Suns again, man. So the cockroach survives. The cockroach survives.
I like that goal.
It was a great goal, wasn't it? I reckon
goal of the year. He says goal of the year, but there's another couple here. There's all right, we'll go to this one here.
Superb finish on a wet and important night. Tim Taranto's sparkling form continues. Disposal number 38, 18 contested possessions, 6 clearances, 10 tackles. And
outside of the foot, Mr. Taranto. How was that?
There's your goal of the year winner and Brownlow medalist all in one passage of play, mate. How good was that? In the wet. That's an impossible kick in the wet. I was sitting there that night getting drenched in my poncho thinking there's no way, and it absolutely went through the middle. That was unreal.
Has he got a left foot or no?
No, that was on his right. He was the old check side on the right foot.
Has he got a left foot?
Oh, no. I mean, if you ask anybody, he's barely got a right foot, so just getting that one.
Yeah, no, it was a good goal, man, the banana goal. But I reckon this one here is goal of the week and contention for goal of the year. Let's have a look at this one.
See Fourever taps it on at speed, bending over, kicks it under the Geelong player's hand and dribbles through for a goal. It's fair to say that's his best ever goal. He's kicked, Richo.
I don't think he's going to kick a better one, Sim.
I really don't think he was going for a goal there.
Yeah, it's lucky.
No. The way you're looking at, if you look at it again, he almost lost balance. He's dropped his head. No. I actually like the one that scored against Carlton. Anything against Carlton's always good. So my money's on that Casbolt. Rough the Casbolt.
Sam Powell Pepper knew exactly what he was fucking doing, man. They trained for those things, man. Yeah. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Don't like it. Rock the Casper. Rock the Casper.
I don't get it. Anyway, what do you reckon?
That's right. Yeah, no, that was unreal. The way, again, in the wet as well, got pushed off balance, just threw it on the boot and it, rolled through nicely. That's going to take it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to take it in my books. Fucking oath. Yeah, that's exactly right, you fucking dumbass. If Dacos had kicked it, it was deliberate.
Dacos used to do it week in, week out. And I'm talking about the legendary Peter Dacos, mate. He used to do it week in, week out. Now, whether you like it or not, ex-Carlton player, but that was a great goal. That's my personal opinion. I'm
going to stick to that because and that's just saying that. But at the end of the day, let's have a look at that one again.
See Fourever taps it on at speed, bending over, kicks it under the Geelong player's hand and dribbles through for a goal. It's fair to say that's his best ever goal. He's kicked, Richo.
I don't think he's going to kick a better one, Sim.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm not convinced. That's you're kicking the ball that way and you're hoping it's going to bounce in. It doesn't even. No. They're lucky goals. Casboult's mark was.
So you trying to say Casboult running to the fucking boundary and throwing it on the boot like that wasn't also hope for the best goal?
Casboult's?
Yeah.
No.
Shut up.
No way.
I was there, mate. I was fucking
there.
No
way.
I was there.
No way. Hey, I heard there was a big crowd at the MCG. I think was it 30,000?
29,000.
Well, there you go. So that's a disgrace.
Why is that a disgrace?
Why? Because you're a club that's got 100,000 members and you only have 30,000 there. It's a disgrace.
How many you reckon you get against the Suns?
What's that?
How many do you think you would get against the Suns?
Easy 50,000.
50,000. I know one thing. I know one thing for sure. I know one thing for positive. It'll be 49,999, but you wouldn't be there. Actually, I worked something out. In the last 2 years, I've been to more Collingwood games than you.
Actually, you know what? Ginnivan tells me that he's actually seen you. He noticed you because you got the same little.
All right, let's get into this. I've been to more Collingwood. We've been to more Collingwood games than you in the last 5 years. You're a disgrace.
Yeah, okay.
Disgrace.
Whatever makes you feel happy.
If you have people pressuring him, then Casbolt may be the best. Oh, he got a bit of him. Oh, but then this one says here, Casbolt had no pressure on him. So you can look at it. You can look at it two ways. But anyway, we decided that. What was it anyway? What was it? What do you reckon, Mark?
Casbolt.
What was that for? I reckon, Casbolt. Yeah. I mean, it was a great snap like out of the boundary.
Oh, we got a 50-50 here for Casbolt and for the Mark.
He kicked it. It could have bounced anywhere. He probably sent it towards the forward line there. But, yeah, I think it was a lucky goal from Palpepper.
Lucky goal.
Casbolt for me.
There you go. Wise man there, Mark.
So was Taranto.
Taranto, yeah.
When you're kicking it on the outside of the foot, mate, they can go anywhere.
If it's your right foot or your right,
unless you're deliberately going back, a lot of them are lucky. You're going for the middle of the goal. You're hoping that they're going to go in anyway. And
mate,
for the
you're talking about Taranto. Taranto is one of Richmond's best players.
You just said a few weeks ago, you were stirring Taranto and saying that he was a fucking waste about 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Mate,
and now you say he's one of their best.
No, I didn't say that.
Mate, I've got to write this down too. Taranto now is the best. All right, cool. That's another one. All right, let's get into what are we into now? Let's get into. All right, this one's your job, man. Let's do it. The ladder.
All right. Looks like the Magpies are second in the on the ladder there. You got the Bombers that are sitting just outside the top 4. You got the Tigers that are huge surprise just outside the 8, and you've got Carlton who's sitting there just outside of the bottom 4, but according to the Carlton supporters that I'm seeing everywhere, they're saying if we win every single game, and I think to myself, mate, just you know what?
So
just try and win.
Tell me, Manny, because I'm going to tell everyone in the audience out there, right? Last week when Collingwood lost, no one heard from Manny in our chat, correct? Is that correct?
What are you talking about?
No one heard from Manny in our chat.
Hey, Rocco.
This week, as soon as Carlton won, Manny started on the chat.
You know what the beauty of
bloody Manny supporter. Anyway, before you go into that, and you try to take over the show, there was another game before. So it was Richmond 13-12-90 to St Kilda 11-4-70. Sorry, Quinn. I went against you, mate. I didn't know.
What did I tell you, Rob?
This week.
What did I tell you? I told you last week, don't tip against him. You didn't listen. I had a feeling. I had a big feeling. Koch's 300th, big occasion. And I tell you what, we're lucky it rained.
Nice goal too there.
It was. And I reckon we're lucky it rained a bit there. It was Saints were coming hard in that last little bit, but the rain, I reckon, helped us just that little bit. But I tell you what, I was running a little bit late to the game. Saints kicked the first 4 goals. And I'm looking at KO as I'm walking from the car to the G, and I'm thinking, oh, you're kidding me. This could be a bad night. And then I sat down and we kicked 5 straight, hit the lead at quarter time. And it was an unbelievable game from then on, apart from the rain.
Congratulations, Quinn, on the win, mate.
Do you sit in the rain?
Yeah. So I sat in the rain at halftime. I went and bought a poncho, and then I sat the rest of the game. I'll send photos through. I should have sent them through earlier, but I was sitting in the rain, copping it. But it's all a part of it.
Yeah, congratulations, Quinn, on the win, mate. See,
Thank you.
I did
Thank you.
tip Richmond and they won for some reason. So, so what are your thoughts now within the next few weeks? You're obviously just behind the 8.
He wears the poncho. I love it.
There's me, the poncho.
There you go, man.
So-
That's
so-
what supporters do, mate. They go to the game no matter if it's rating.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, Rocco.
Remember when you
So
said,
beyond-
remember that you said, I'll see what the weather's like?
That's right. That's right. I mean, I don't have no shame in saying that. You know, I've got no shame in saying that. You know what I mean?
So, Quinn,
Anyway, we're talking about
a few weeks ago. Sorry, Rock. A few weeks ago, Quinn, you were saying that Richmond, it's going to find it hard to make the finals, but they've won the last three games. So, do you honestly think that Richmond can make the finals this year?
I think we can make it. I think we need a lot to go right, though, for that to happen. Is that remember a lot of teams had the bye this week, so next week this weekend coming, we've got the bye. Teams will jump us again. A lot of things need to go right for us to make the finals. But Jacob Hopper's back next game. If Tom Lynch comes back anytime soon, then who knows? But I think Lynchy's a while out now, so it's going to be it'll be tough. I think it's possible, but not easy. Not easy by any means.
You still got hope. You still got hope.
It's fair to say that.
Don't say that around Rocco. Don't say that.
Don't worry about what Rocco. It's fair to say that the Tigers at the moment, right, have got the most finals experience, or one of the teams has got the most finals experience with the team they've got to be able to, if they do make finals football, I reckon they'll do a little bit of damage. That's just my personal opinion. But looking at the moment,
Yeah, look, you hope so. You look at the list, and they've all played in some serious finals. A lot of them have, won flags as well. So, look, there's every chance. But a lot of people said that last year when we snuck in and we played Brisbane and we lost by a point, I think it was, in the elimination. So, I mean, if we win that, who knows? Different story, obviously. But footy's a bizarre sport, as we all know. We've all copped it one way or another, whether it's finals or home and away. So it's gonna be a long year. But at least we're winning. That's all you can do.
Once you make finals, it's hard outside of the top 4 because history will show that not many teams win it outside of the top 4. Mm-hmm. But once you're there, well, you got a chance. It's like, the Doggies did it not long ago. They finished 7th, I think. And then I think before that, not too many. I think Adelaide did it both years. They won it, but that was in the 90s. So it's tough to do it outside of the 4. But once you're there, season starts again, doesn't it?
100%. It's a different ball game. But I tell you what, as a Richmond fan, if we made finals this year and went out first round, I'd be content with that. The way we've started this season, just to scrape in would be enough for me this year. So I won't be picky.
Have you guys had the bye yet, Quinn?
This weekend coming.
Rock, have you had the bye yet?
Next week. So this week.
This week.
Well, next week.
No, this week. You got this week.
The next game.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone would have had their bye.
Yeah. The rule of thumb is that they were saying, this is probably to go towards our tips towards a little bit later on this evening, but that coming off the bye, only St Kilda have won a game after the bye. All the rest of the teams have lost. So that's a little bit of a bit of info there that no team off the bye has won.
A little bit of history. A little bit of history there.
Mate. Yep. Yeah. So
it happens a lot of years. It happens a lot of years, man, that teams don't win after the bye for some reason, but I don't take much into that.
Yeah. No, me either. But it was just a little bit of statistic there that St Kilda's the only team that have won after the bye. So if you're going to do some tips this evening, just you might want to see who's coming off the bye or not.
Well, that means that Essendon and Collingwood are done then, under your theory.
Yeah, well, that's my theory, mate. That's what I'm going to try and challenge. We're going to make that change tonight. We're going to make that change.
GWS finished 6th, made the grand final. Yeah.
Blue
Baggers made the grand final after finishing 8th. Look, it happens. And making the grand final and winning it is another thing, you know what I mean? Because that's still one more game you've got to get to, yeah. So Let's have a look at the next one. What's the time? Because we've got to finish right on time today. Here we go. This is the one. Carlton 18-12, 120 to Gold Coast 8-13, 61. Your theory didn't work this week, Mark. You said they have to kick 8 goals for us to win.
Yeah, I've got another theory though. If you want, Rock, quickly. Last time Carlton won by over 60 points, or they smashed the team, was West Coast. They won by about 100 points or something. After that, they lost 6 games in a row. So they played Gold Coast, which normally lose a lot of games after mid-season, because I'm not quite sure what it is. So
see what you're doing now. You're just picking what you want, right? I'll give you another stat.
No,
the last time Carlton won by 61 points in round 13, right? We won the premiership.
When was that?
95. So, you can use whatever stat, but you can use whatever stat you want, Mark.
I'm talking about this stat now. I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about 20 years ago.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not talking about 20 years ago. So last time Carlton won.
But then you make up how long you want to go. You want to make it this year? How about next year? How far do you want to go back? And then you go about, after the bye they lose, but not Essendon this week. You're just using your own stats to help your own thing. Anyway, listen, it was a good for Carlton. What's that?
Yeah. So you wanted my opinion? You asked me what my opinion about Carlton.
I didn't ask your opinion. You gave me. You gave me your opinion. I didn't ask you.
I'm just saying, look, congratulations to Carlton to win, mate, because you needed to win, man. Otherwise,
I think it was
this show wouldn't even be on tonight.
The only thing about that was a good pressure release for Carlton for a week. That's all.
It was, and it was fantastic. It was good to see that these clubs like Carlton and your Collingwoods and your Richmonds get up there. But to beat Carlton, all you really need to do is just put, say, 10, 15% pressure on the players, and you'll always win. So Gold Coast can do that.
Listen, I said this to you last week, and you kind of laughed.
You had one good quarter. You had one good quarter, but besides that,
it wasn't one good quarter. It was 3 good quarters. But I'll tell you one thing. No. I said this to you last week because you don't analyse the game, right? I said this to you last week. This was a carbon copy of Essendon, right? This was a carbon copy because in the first quarter we were practically even against Essendon and against Gold Coast. In the second quarter, we kicked 9 goals too. In the second quarter against you guys, we kicked fucking 2 goals 8. You reverse that, and all of a sudden, let me finish. Sorry for talking while you were interrupting, right? So all I'm saying is that it was just a pressure release. When they started getting some nourishment from those goals, they started to free up a little bit, play a bit more, run a bit more forward. Oh, he's disappeared.
You didn't want to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, he went over there. Play a bit more freely, and then things started to happen. But when the pressure and they don't score the goals, they seem to go into their shell. They start to miss their targets and that. So that's
Mark wanted to get closer to you, Rocco, so he could slap you one. That's why he moved across that way. Look, Carlton needed to win because you had a lot of frustration from your supporters. You had a lot of frustration. I mean, we were talking about that. There's people throwing
Gold Coast, mate,
abusing the players. And the players. I think the players needed, as you said, Rocco. They needed that release. They needed to do something about it because, right now, what you've got is an opportunity to move forward, and perhaps you might even be.
Next 5 games.
You might. Now you can sort of try and aim for to make finals football if you can. But if you did, you'd sit there and say, what a great, that one win has been an inspiration for us. But at the moment, I'm not convinced.
I don't think anyone's convinced.
No, I know. But it was nice to see all the Carlton supporters happy.
I don't think anyone's convinced. As I said, as a Carlton supporter, not your fake Carlton supporters that you talk about, that you pretend that you try to be funny. As a Carlton supporter and member, ones who actually pay their money and go to games, right? We knew exactly. I didn't even sing the song at the game.
Why not?
Just sat back there because I didn't want to. I just sat back there and was happy for the boys, was happy for my son, was happy for the kids singing the song. There was no need for me. I know where we're at. I know where we're going, and I know what we got to do. That was a bit of a pressure release for Carlton, which is fine. We still need a lot of changes at Carlton, and I don't think that we're anywhere near doing anything. But I was happy for the boys. I was happy for Cribbs. Kicked a few goals. I was happy for the boys. That's it.
Cribbs had a great game. But why wouldn't you sing the song? I mean, what's the difference?
I didn't want to sing it. I was just
all right. You want to sing it? Okay, fair enough. But just I don't understand what you're trying to say, Rocco. You didn't sing the song.
All I'm saying is that you're saying, because you've been saying it all week and you've been fucking ODing me. You've been saying it all week how we've been jumping around and all that. No, we haven't, Manny. No, we haven't. You understand? We know exactly where the fuck we are, right? And I said that I was happy. If you watched the show last night, I was happy to sit there, and I was happy for the boys. I was happy for my son. I was happy for everyone just to have a good time. There was no need for me to sing the song.
Did you hear what I said to you? Take it easy. 3 minutes ago, I said it was nice to see that you guys were able to get a win because there was a lot of pressure on the club. Yeah, the media was at you. Your own fans were upset with you. Am I right, Quinn, or what?
They were, yeah. The fans and the media were both after him. You're right.
Yeah. So, it's nice to see that, the clubs, it's like anything. It doesn't matter whether your team's going to play finals football or not. You want to see your team win, and when you're losing and you've got a team like Carlton who's got, they've got some superstars in there. You've got 2 Coleman medalists. You've got a Brownlow medalist. You've got on paper, you've got some brilliant players. But at the moment, so like I said, this could be the start of something new. That's what I'm saying. And I'm happy to see that you're happy because this is another counselling session gone well.
I don't need counselling off you, man. I don't need counselling off you. Yeah. You amuse me all week.
At the end of the day, we've got
everyone. We had a conversation on Messenger today, and after I finished the Messenger, I felt more stupid after listening to everything Manny wrote.
Did you hear what Robbie Cook said? Robbie Cook's a Carlton supporter, and he says he's forgotten the Carlton theme song.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? If you watch the show, we actually sang it on the show last night.
Did you sing it?
Yeah.
Good. Huh. I'm proud of you.
I don't get it. I don't get what you're going on about. You're losing the plot, mate. All right, let's go into this one here. We are ready because we're running out of time here. We are ready for this one. Let's do it. We have got again about 6 games?
Yeah.
6 games.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. First one.
The 2 best sides out of the Big 4 aren't playing this weekend, but we'll get into it. It starts on Thursday night. Geelong take on the D's at GMHBA Stadium. Cardinia Park. Who are we going for?
What do you reckon, guys?
I'm going to go the D's.
Sorry, man. D's?
Yeah.
I'm going Geelong. I think at Geelong, it's hard to go past them, but
yeah. Flip of the coin for me for this game.
Oh, the flip of the coin.
So it's tails. So I'm going Melbourne.
Wow. All right. You know what? I'm going to go for Geelong.
So Geelong, Melbourne.
50-50 split. All right, we move on to Friday night. Marvel Stadium, St Kilda take on the Brisbane Lions.
Oh, this is a tough one, man.
This could have been a flip of the coin game as well, Mark. There's a couple this week that you could have chosen from. Look, it's Brisbane away from home, but it's not the G, so they do play a little bit better at Marvel. Saints coming off a loss. Don't know. This is a tough one. What do you reckon, Manny?
I reckon that, as you said, had it not rained in that last quarter, or had Sekilda slowed down the game, I reckon they would have beaten Richmond. But you can't change. You can't change things. But my money's on the Saints.
Yeah, very true, Manny. The Saints for me.
And Rocco's going to go for Brisbane.
Yeah, I think Brisbane are a better side. They've played well here. They beat you guys. They play well here. They played a good game. Saints are doing exactly what they did last year. They started well. They just slowly just falling away. Anyway, these for me. Brisbane for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go Brisbane as well, Rock. I'm going to go Brisbane as well.
We've gone 50-50 all the way so far. All right, next one.
Well, I doubt this will be a 50-50. On Saturday afternoon, twilight, we've got the Swans taking on the West Coast Eagles at the SCG. And it's probably safe to say we're all going Sydney.
Everyone.
Going to be a close game, that one.
Yeah, I'll keep it safe. I'm leaning quite comfortable at the moment.
Keep it safe, as if you'd go for West Coast.
Well, just to mix it up a little bit, but yeah.
You know what?
Obviously, yeah.
You know
Sydney.
what? I might go for Sydney too.
Oh yeah, I was going to say there's no chance, man. No
West
chance.
Coast by 107.
West Coast by 107. Here we go. I reckon, fucking hell, if you put $10 on West Coast at $107, mate, you'd fucking come out a millionaire, wouldn't you?
We'll go bowling with it.
And they win it far out. All right, next one.
All righty. Saturday night and a must-win game for Fremantle. Freo take on Mark's Bombers at Optus Stadium. And used to be a bit of a fortress up there, but they've lost a couple this season at Optus. It's not as big as it once was, but it's a must-win for Freo as well. So it's another one, another tough game. What are we thinking, Manny?
You know what? I'm still not convinced the Bombers are finals contenders. However, the way they've played the last couple of weeks, you'd have to be crazy not to back them. So I'm backing the Bombers. Yeah.
Everyone's going for you. What about you, Queen?
Yeah, probably against my better judgment, I'm going to go the Bombers as well. I reckon. Freo looked very average. Like they lost to us over there at Optus, and then they got pumped last week by the Giants. So I'm not seeing much from Freo.
I'm going to go with Peter Bluebagger. Sorry, mate. I just think that they'll bounce back at home this week, Freo. And as you said, you've had the week off. I was going to go Essendon, and then you come up with that brilliant stat. I'm going to have to go, man. No one's won after the bye, so I'm going for fucking Freo.
Yeah, so obviously that's going to be jinxed this week, so we're going to make a change. So Essendon by 22 points.
All right, 22 points.
All right. Keep it moving along on the Sunday afternoon. Manny, let us know if you're getting down. Collingwood take on the Crows at 1:10, the afternoon spot on the Sunday, the G.
Against the Crows. It's going to be a good game.
Retro round too for Pies, I believe.
You're coming up the bye as well, Manny.
Well, we're wearing a newly designed top. A newly designed top, apparently. So I think that might give us a little bit of luck. So yeah, Magpies for me.
Yeah, Collingwood will win this.
Yeah.
It's at the G.
Yeah, Collingwood for me as well.
I have to go Collingwood only because it's Adelaide. If it was Adelaide over there, I would have gone for Adelaide, but over here,
yeah, you're right.
I think you've got this one.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks for your support. Thanks,
I'll trust me. I won't be supporting you. I'm probably going to go to the game, Manny. Unlike you, I'm probably going to the Collingwood Adelaide game.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know, mate. I'll let you know where the G is. You know where the G is? The G's in Brunswick. Did you know that? You know they built the G in Reservoir here? I got it here. It's just here. Look, there's the G in Reservoir.
It's just off Newlands, right over the G. All righty, we go to the last game, Sunday twilight.
Keep it serious, gentlemen. Keep it serious.
Yeah, we're going to keep it serious. So we'll keep moving with the games. Gold Coast take on the Hawks, Heritage Bank Stadium. 440 on the Sunday. And I'm going to tip the Suns to bounce back. I think they played pretty poorly against the Blues in the weekend, so they'll bounce back up at home.
Yeah, Gold Coast Suns for me too as well. But I'll tell you what, Hawthorn will give them a bit of a run. But yeah, Gold Coast for me.
That's interesting. What are you going to say, Rocco?
No, you give me yours and I'll give you mine. Don't wait for my one.
You got to worry about my tips, mate, because I'm in front. Don't worry about everybody else.
Yeah, but you know about footy, Mark. It's Rocco that's got no idea about footy, and he beats me. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go for Hawthorn.
Ooh.
I'm going for the Suns, man. I think the Suns will bounce back. Before Carlton smashed them, they've actually been playing well. They're back at home. They usually play a lot better over there. So I'm going to go for the Suns. All right, let's talk about fucking this. And just like the Magpies, Manny's sliding down the ladder slowly so you can see Rocker, Manny and Quinn 69er.
Yeah, I'm on my favourite number.
73, and Mark's moved to 80. Look at Manny. You fucking dropped away savagely. Well, remember at the start you were jumping up and down like
Mark knows his footy, mate. Mark knows his footy.
That's you, mate.
Definitely stats man.
You even look like that. Do that again, Manny. You look like him.
Yeah.
Remember at the start you were saying how much, you've dropped down so bad. You only got what'd you get this week? 4, I think.
I've got the whole lot this week.
You got 6. I got 5, 6. You two got 4 each. So,
yeah.
So there you go. So we're close, but I'm catching you. I reckon this week, what'd you do, Mark? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going to catch up 3 on you this week, man. So it should be good, man.
plenty of games to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if Voss goes to the G on and watch the Magpies play against Adelaide. He probably
why would he go there?
Watching his.
Well, Manny will probably get mixed up between the MCG and the SCG. Fly to Sydney and realise it was the wrong place. Yeah. That's if he leaves North. But why would he go there? You know where he would go? You know where
McRae
he would
and
go?
Voss apparently are good mates. I do know this,
they're
but
good
Voss,
mates. They're best of mates, mate. There
you go.
They play together?
I've just answered you the question. You said to me, why would he go? And I said, because he'd probably go watch the game and sit there afterwards with his mate and have a cold beer. There you go. You know the answer to the question.
Wouldn't you think he'd go and see bloody the Suns and Hawthorn instead? Since we got Hawthorn the week after. So you think that he would go there and have a beer instead of watching next week's opposition?
Well, the way you guys have been performing.
Let me put that one too. Yeah. Manny thinks that Voss is
the way you guys have been performing. I suppose Voss he needs all the help he can get. You're right. But can I just say before we go, what an inspiration! What an inspiration!
MCG's the SCG. Yeah. We know.
What an inspiration that bloke was throwing those Carlton scarves, saying to them, "Step on the scarves, step on the scarves." You know what? They went back into their dressing rooms and they won last week. And there you go, a little bit of inspiration by
really. So I like to explore that quickly. So you think that bloke was an inspiration, was he?
He was releasing his frustration, yeah.
Oh, so you agree with it, even though everyone in the world berated him. Manny thinks that was the right thing.
You know what?
All the players have come out.
Good on him.
All the players have come out and berated him.
Yeah.
See the bombers fly up.
Listen.
Up.
Whether you like it or not.
Let's go. Let's leave it at that, Manny. I'm going to clip that and put it on the logo. I'm going to clip that.
That leaves the logo.
Everyone, make sure you catch the legends of the Jumper Punch. Tonight is Mr. Dean's special fried rice. We caught up with him, 2 knee reconstructions, and then came back to win a premiership. So great interview with that. Everyone else, catch all the shows on the Jumper Punch. Go down to Snits and get ready, boys, because I was going to say go Blues, but go Adelaide.
Go the Bombers.